We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the San Francisco 49ers. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
No, it's too late. So we're not going back. What I got to do now? Get my shot back. Doo, 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 doo. It's 27 days, 17 hours. And I'm still trying until he returns. You better be afraid of me. Where's my dude at?
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunity.
Oh, hell no. They done fuck my shit up. Fucking Madden be changing shit on their own. Told you, I knew they changed that shit on their own. I knew they changed it on their own. I ain't tell you to put him there in the depth chart.
Opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, let me. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, exit.
Now we running our plays.
You ain't doing nothing today. 57.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and
I didn't do any
goes
pass
down.
protection on that one.
Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 79 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and that makes the
95
score 7-0.
plus release with streak specials. Don't press him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Shift. Watch the shift.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
You're out. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Catch it. Hey, lock it. 25. Hit it.
2nd and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Out of the gun now on third down. Got his man, that's Harry. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
That throw is not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Zoo!
They'll drop the throw. And a flag
Man, are you
comes in
serious?
as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line.
That was
Costly penalty.
uncatchable.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run this one.
That was uncatchable.
Fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit
You're going to have to cheat it every time. Because if you press, I'm going over top.
2 yards, good enough for a first. I think defensively you're
gonna
okay
have to
with
cheat
that.
every
Here in the
time.
first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter,
And
can you
that's
do
cool
it
for
all
me because
game
you take
long?
2 people out of coverage
They
and you a
catch it,
single
you
high.
tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed
I
quickly.
juked wrong. That's on me. I ain't tripping.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
6-6, pull it high. 2.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, echo.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Out, 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 out. Check 37, check 37. Check, 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 check.
Shift, shift. Shift.
To throw on third down. Stacy nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I messed up the pass
It's a team
protection.
game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
A good return there,
Yeah, I messed up
17
the pass
yards.
protection.
And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's good for a 49ers first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Greystone travel. Set up.
They'll run on first down. Hurd. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line.
27 yards. And the 49ers
Go now. 30 base.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Check 9, check 9. Snap.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for 2nd down.
Ready.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Recon. 132 fighter.
Big ass, big ass, big ass.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Check 3, check 3.
Hey, Alpha. They go.
On 3rd down, Stacy looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. first throw here for the backup, Taylor. That's complete. It's Gordon. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Ready! 50, plant.
65, 65, 65.
Ready!
2nd and 4. And caught by Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Stacy. This is caught. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Ready? Pilot, 64, weak.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Matchbox, white. Bravo.
On first down, Stacy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to the air on second down. Stacy. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Switch. Look at me. Go. Watch the whip.
He's coming. Double up.
Five.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Look, squeeze. Ready?
They'll set up a throw.
Come on, man.
They're going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive.
1 second. Fuck, I don't have it in here. Man, I bet that shit off too. Fuck it, oh well. I bet that shit off too.
Blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. From the 21, it's second and 10.
Switch up, switch up.
Now they'll run on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
Topper, topper. Watch twins. Watch twins. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His pass
This man catch everything.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points,
let's go!
Better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
I can't help but laugh, and the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that,
let's go, man.
He's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. Throwing on first down. Stacy.
That's on me.
Incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. But
that's
it's going to be second
me.
down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw again. Stacy. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's able to get
That's
this one down to the
on me.
40-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 40.
Hey, he blitzing. Let him blitz.
Just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And now a throw on
I don't know why they
first
gave me
down
that
there, but it's
animation.
incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world.
I don't know why they gave me that
1st and 10. It
animation.
actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Off the play fake. Stacy steps away to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, Charlie.
I know the blitz coming from the backside.
I smell fear in that offense. Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Stacy being chased out left. And that is
He guarded the right man. That was brilliant coverage on that. He guarded the right man.
And what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
And this is good from 57
He guarded the right man.
yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a
He
game,
guarded the
and
right
look at
man.
the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it.
Check the backer. Check 24, check 24. Switch. Kill. Check.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, orbit. Shoot.
They're going to look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
49.
Hey, Zoo.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
See, the key thing I know
a lot
is
of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly
he wants to go to the
contested.
Skittle.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about.
Got him!
For a 3rd time,
Lockdown!
intercepted.
Lockdown!
James with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
To throw on 2nd down, Stacy able to get this to Gordon. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. 5 yards on the pickup. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
80 weapons. Hey, Delta.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stacy got Gordon open, completes it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, echo.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will be taken at the 13. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Stacy. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, his second sack of the night.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. Good move at the 30. Oh, and now some space to operate. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense?
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready? 57. All day, every day, any day.
Yo, go!
36. Check the hot read. Showing it. Chance.
Bam.
Throwing again. Stacy. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check 24. Tighten up.
From the gun, Stacy. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stacy caught here by Bell. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Matchbox lights.
49. I'm trying to collect.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throwing it at traffic there, and that's complete. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Come on, QB, come on.
Hard.
Hey,
Squeeze.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He'll drop to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
On 2nd down, Hurd, and he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They'll go again with Bell. Room here to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Slam. Check 26. Check, go. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15.
I knew one of them was running the switch route.
Big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
They're giving the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a first and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
He said it was fine.
The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Stacy. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go. Hey, foxtrot.
2nd and 14. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Ready, break.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The tackle by Eric Armstead. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they had that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Again, it's Bell. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead. You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
I'm coming after you.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, lock it.
Switch.
Shift, watch the shift. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Hey, exit. Step.
On 1st down, Hurd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hey, Sam off. Hatchet. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Watch the safety crease. Leo. Under crunch. Deuce. Fight.
Back to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. They'll run on first down. Hurd. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Go. 8 read.
They'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Kill.
Greystone Travis.
59. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long
There. Be driven.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.